closed. I know you're in there, Tim. There we go.
It's all going up fast. I mean, there's a tip for your customers.
It's going fast.
Junk silver is no longer junk. It's premium. It's going up fast.
What brought you in to Tim?
Well, actually, I found you on YouTube and connected me here with Tim, and
That's great, man.
here we are.
Thanks for watching my channel. What do you got there?
I've got a small roll of 50-cent pieces, and I'm just trying to, like I said, figure out what I'm supposed to be looking for, whether it's silver or what's valued with double stamps or any of the particulars to look for.
Sure. I'm looking right here. They look like bicentennial $50.
Yeah, there's a mix. Some 71s.
Yeah.
There's some 71 Denvers in there.
Have you looked at the edges? If you flip them up on the edge, what do you see on the edges? So you're looking to see if there's any numismatic value in them because of the date or some error or something like that.
Error, correct.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Are you a stacker too? Do you buy silver or gold yet?
By the end of the day, I will be.
By the end of today, you will be a brand new stacker.
That's the plan.
Awesome. That's great. You also brought in some of these Iraqi dinars. And I asked you earlier, you served over there?
I did.
In Iraq?
I was in there 2004.
Wow. Again, thanks for your service. All right. Why don't you show Tim what you got?
Yeah, I'm just trying to learn about these 50-cent pieces. I think it was the 71s from Denver to look for the double stamp. And again, I tried looking online to show you that, or show myself that, but I can't tell.
Well, there are double strikes or triple strikes, and then there are die errors. The die errors are important because that means that when the die was cut, it was cut improperly. Those are listed errors. There isn't one for the 71 Denver, so it might be a striking error. In numismatic terms, nobody cares about striking errors because they make errors all the time and they don't care. And these things either fly into a bin or they're shoveled into a bin. They go around the floor, they pick them up, sweep them up, and shovel in the bin. Consider the pennies, for example. In Denver, many years they made 5 billion, 4 billion. To make that many pennies in a calendar year, those machines must be running at the same speed as a high-performance engine, and they're spitting those pennies out. And so if they make 100,000 errors, they make 1 million errors. They couldn't care less. And back in the old days, a guy would walk in, he'd be walking around with a cigarette in his mouth and blue jeans and a t-shirt, and he sees something wrong, hits a red button, boom, okay, straightens it out, levers and dials and stuff like it, straightens it out, hits a green button, goes on to the next machine. And by the time he gets back to the first machine, they probably made 100,000 coins. So in that time, you say there are 100,000 errors sitting in the basket or bin or whatever it is. I'm sure that's much more sophisticated today, but they still couldn't care less about errors. If you have 1 million errors when you're making 5 billion pennies, that's a great percentage. And as far as I know, any of the errors that are not die errors are very common. And not something that, it's great for selling them on eBay. But I don't see any doubling. Doubling's supposed to be in God We Trust or a D or something.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in God We Trust, is my understanding.
Yeah, I don't see any doubling in that. And the other thing is, if there's an error out there that is significant, it's significant only if the coin is near uncirculated, not worn. But you could spend a lifetime looking for errors on these things.
Get ready for SD Bullion's Monster Box Sweepstakes that includes 500 Silver Eagles. You could be the next lucky recipient of a phone call like this.
Hi, Paul. This is Dr. Tyler Wall, CEO of SD Bullion. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Well, I'm calling you to let you know that you won the SD Bullion giveaway of a monster box of Silver Eagles.
Well, thank you so much. This really made my day.
So click the link below for your chance to win.
So I should save these and buy ice cream.
I think that's, well, I would buy ice cream.
What kind? What flavor, Tim?
Mocha chip, yeah. Except that's not on my, it's not on my diet. You know, if you look at all the copper nickel clad and the silver clad coins on miniatures were extraordinary, very, very high. But they had to get rid of the silver. So they had an excuse with these early ones, you know, 66 through 69. 70 was a fairly small miniature. I guess they figured they'd used enough silver.
And when you say they care about die errors, like what kind of premium could you maybe get on a high quality die error?
Oh, if it's uncirculated, it says here $40. That's probably correct. But if it were a double die penny from 1955, it's a heck of a lot more than $40. So it's again, how much do you really care about it? So 55 double die is very prominent, and it's like you had to have some serious problems to let that get out of the U.S. Mint. Have you ever seen one?
I've never personally seen one. I've seen pictures. That's
With
it.
my bad eyes, I can identify 4 or 5s. It's that clear.
Really? Do you have any?
No. The last one sold maybe 6 months ago, and they don't come in on many collections because they're expensive. And most of them were spotted when the coins were uncirculated. It was so noticeable. So you don't see any that have been out in circulation.
That wasn't a die error, though, right?
That was a die error.
That was a die error?
Improperly cut. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a strike. Oh, okay.
What they do with a striking error is what happens during the minting process. But a die error is something while they're engraving the die, or I don't think, probably back then they would probably have stamped the die. They just, I guess, a little bit of rotation, or he sneezed or something. Kept 4 or 5s. Yeah, it's very noticeable.
Yeah, what do you have for him to buy?
Well, a lot. We have a lot of constitutional silver, and I think I'm even buying more this week from individuals because the wholesale price has skyrocketed. And if you do the math on it from the wholesaler I'm buying stuff from now, the cost of $0.50 is about 24.5 times face. But I think it's all going up fast. I mean, there's a tip for your customers.
It's going fast.
Junk silver is no longer junk. It's premium. It's going up fast.
Wow.
I have the Maple Leafs from Canada coming in today. I have 10-ounce bars maybe coming in the end of this week or Monday. Kilo bars, I'm not sure. He said he'd call me when he had some available. And we don't have 1-ounce bars. We don't have 5-ounce bars. I'm running out of Eagles. And the cost right now to me is like $14. So we're going to be getting more Eagles, but
So that's
you still have all these odd things.
yeah, these semi-numismatic.
And I still have a lot of the Libertads.
Oh, Onzas or the newer? Oh no, the newer ones. Yeah.
I had a tube of ounces. I think they're gone. We may have more ounces.
All right. And you only got 1 sticker left.
That's right. Told you they're going fast. I'm gonna have to raise my price from $20 up to maybe $30 for the stickers.
So you don't have much. This is what you.
No, everything has been delayed. The interesting conversation I had with the people who supply this stuff is they're not getting anything from the American-made private mints. Everything is coming from overseas now. I mean, that's not bad. The bars we've been getting from Italy have been beautiful. and
They are.
and I guess they're very well known in Europe, but the quality is excellent. And I think the 10-ounce bars I'm getting are all from Italy. The last batch of kilos I got were from Italy, but the only kilos they had in stock were from Turkey. Not bad, because those are good quality as well. But I have a customer who's been buying the kilos from Italy, and that's what he wants. He wants more from Italy.
Was that the guy I met last time? That bought 9 of them? He had them out on his stool. 9 of the kilo.
Oh yes, yeah.
That was him, right?
Yeah. Other people saw them, were saying, "You have any more of those?" And so, that's what I got to get. That's why what I have on order, but I'm waiting for the Italian ones. I think the price will be going up on the kilos because it's a good compromise between the 10-ounce and 100-ounce bars. And I had a 100-ounce yesterday. First customer came in and said, "I'll take it." So,
What can you sell him, Tim? He's a new. This is his first day of stacking.
oh my God.
You gotta help him, man. Hook him up, bud.
Should we all wait for the UPS guy to show up with my monster box? He was already here?
He was here while you were who knows where, instead of being here with the door open. But I was looking out for you, buddy. But he came.
Why didn't you grab him and hold on to him?
He came. Well, I should have. But the last time that happened, he's on the mobile phone. And the boys are coming down, wanting to put these bracelets on me. And they're made out of silver and gold. Just saying.
What are you after, man? Even a few odds and ends,
Let me
right?
get the safe open.
Yeah. Open up that magic safe there, Tim.
So switching from silver to gold, what's the deal with these gold backs?
They're beautiful. I think they could potentially be used in a worst case scenario for barter, but they are incredibly expensive. The premium is very high on those. So right now I look at them more as a collector item rather than a stacking target. Okay. So I wouldn't start with that. I mean, that's one of the things. Cool. You know what? I always want to go back. I'm going to get a New Hampshire one, or I'm going to get a few. That's one thing. But the stack, stick with the bullion, man.
Give it as a birthday gift or something like that.
Get somebody interested into gold that way. That would be interesting. A good idea. Again, that's just my opinion. I'm sure others will disagree with me, and if they do, they'll probably leave that in the comments below here.
I'm sure they will.
A couple of the sovereign coins we're keeping the price down on. This is the closest thing I have to a round today, until the rounds come in. The Mexican onzas. And some people online are selling it for crazy prices, but we're selling them for $33 a piece.
It's a classic design for Mexican silver, I'll tell you. Truly classic.
The rest of these fine mint bars we already sold. This one is 100 grams. Let me see if I can find some other bars. There might be something else around here.
100 grams.
It's 100 grams.
Yep.
1800s, 1900s.
Kangaroos go out? Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, there's another one here.
Yeah.
These are from Australia. That's another one of the sovereign coins, and I have that one and this one,
It's from the Perth Mint.
and then one sunshine. Some backdate eagles. Some backdate Libertads. This coin followed these coins. These coins were made in the 80s. They started these in the 90s, I believe. Virtually every country in the British Commonwealth of Nations puts out coins. These are from a country in Africa called Guinea.
You know, that's one of the first semi-numismatic coins I ever bought about 4 years ago. It's the spade on the reverse. It's a very beautiful design. I decided to get a guinea.
Well, being that he doesn't have a lot, I might walk away with the Liberty just because.
Oh, an eagle?
An eagle.
Oh, yeah. That's
And if you're going to start, might as well start big.
and with the most popular bullion coin there is. Right there.
Companies get these coins from various countries around the world, and so they can sell them for a higher price. as numismatics, and we don't sell them for that high price. We sell all these. I think the highest of the secondary level of sovereign coins is probably about $34. And you know, the buffaloes, if I had them in stock right now, they'd be $32. So you know, you can see that these coins that may have a premium elsewhere don't really have much of a premium here.
I'll flip it over. Oh, it's commemorative.
Okay, lion. Shows a 34.
25th year.
Actually, I have a bunch of them. I can sell them for 33. It's a Bitcoin.
You mean the physical representation of a Bitcoin?
Yeah, I think it has a somewhere it has a barcode that if you you know, take a picture of that with your phone, it'll give you the current price of a Bitcoin or something like that. Put you on talking with, you know, right into a website that has a price of a Bitcoin.
Yeah, okay.
This is a Canadian wildlife coin. I think it's like 1.5 ounces. Oh, that's a half ounce one. They make a lot of different types like that.
Are they semi-numismatic wildlife drawing a premium, or are you selling them where?
They all sell for a premium. You know, when we buy them, we try to buy them right, so we don't have to charge a huge premium on them. Most of them, there were a couple that were very expensive. Like the first one that came out, the Wolf in the Moon. You know, if you can find them anywhere, they're going to be very expensive.
Yep.
And these are the polar bear. They are 1 ounce. I had a lot that were 1.5 ounce.
You get your first stack? Is that it?
That's going to be the first stack.
Very nice. Cool. Some fun stuff in there. Classic. Oh.
First one.
Is it really? Oh, good for you. Wow. 2 new stackers. This is exciting.
I mean, these guys are really stretching to find silver. When there's nothing coming from this country, except the buffaloes are probably coming from this country, but they're made by, you know, 10 different people, 10 different companies make the buffaloes.
Right.
But, you know, that's it for American made. And we haven't seen any American made bars. I mean, most of those people are too busy just trying to stay afloat. And I don't know where they get the silver from. And if the U.S. Mint says they're going out of production, that's probably the biggest user of coin silver
Planchets.
available, right?
Yeah. Tim, I finally cracked out the silver. It's right here. Yes.
Which very professional job.
3 Patriot pistols.
Excellent.
You got a half tube or a little over in dimes. You've got a $50 proof. I mean, these things are beautiful. Would you open that up? You got to see how beautiful these things are.
They really are nice.
Yes.
Out of the silver proof sets.
Yeah. And some odds and ends.
And the silver proof sets right now are all about $50. $50 a piece. And you have converted them into junk.
No, now wait a second.
Well, they don't come under the constitutional bracket because that they're 90% and they're proof. They are kind of expensive, but
they're Patriot
they're worth
pistols,
it. They're beautiful.
Man.
Absolutely beautiful.
You got to get one of these if you're a follower of my channel.
You have enough there for 3 people.
No, how long is that going to last?
Not very long.
All right, if you're interested, definitely check out the description. That's the description of my video, and you can get Tim's info. And what do you think about these odds and ends?
Odds and ends? I think maybe you should take a couple out of there and give them in your next giveaway.
Ooh, very generous, Tim. Maybe when I have you on next time live. How's that?
That'd be good.
That'd be fun. Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you again for allowing me to crack them open. It was a lot of fun, man.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Can you give a story on what that flag is all about?
This flag?
Yeah.
Well, when I was at Fort Dix in basic training, and during the combat support training, yeah, I was friendly with a number of people there, and this one guy he told me his life story, and he was one of the people, he wasn't getting along with a soldier of the other color. And before they left basic training, they were fast friends because they had a lot of things in common, mostly family issues. Anyway, he said, you know, when I get out of here, I'm not going home. And he lived in somewhere in the Midwest, I think. And he said, you know, keep my flag for me so I'll have a reason to come up to New Hampshire and retrieve it. And I never heard from him again. I did go back to Fort Dix when I had to pick up some paperwork from Fort Meade. This is probably a couple of years after that. And I want to ask the top sergeant, you know, about everybody that I was friendly with. He said, you know, they didn't make it, he didn't make it, he didn't make it. And it's really a sad situation. But I mean, you know, they were going out of there with very little training. The Army was it wasn't chaotic, but it wasn't very efficient back then. I think the training today is probably the best in the world. But the Vietnam War, from a lot of angles, was one mistake after another. And I mean, some of those people just didn't have enough training to function as an infantry soldier. You know, they just. But yeah, so I kept that. It's getting kind of old.
Hangs in your door though with pride. So
yeah,
I appreciate it.